What up, guys? What up? What up? Noti gang, what up? Hey, Panda, hey, Wally. And as soon as I go live, here comes Annabelle. I figured I'd do this today. I have to tell you guys, I like having the flexibility of doing either PC or console gaming because I feel like I have the world in my hands. I feel like I have the world in my hands. What up, everybody? I can flex and do either one. But I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. So we getting into this interactive horror stories. Something a little light, free. Keyword being free. Best free. Everything in life, the best PC games are free. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm sorry. Anyways,
Let's get started.
get on your work. So we about to do these interactive horror stories. I don't know how long this is gonna be, but hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's not trash. Um, Russia or the UK. I guess we'll do the UK. So we got the Doll, After Funeral, Crystal Skull, Evil Beneath the Ground, Crystal Skull 2, Madness, an Infinite Loop, and Ouija. We don't fuck with Ouija boards around here. We don't fuck with Ouija boards. But alright, so we're gonna go with the Doll. You are a single mother. Your daughter, Lisa, is an intelligent girl who doesn't have any friends. You buy her a rag doll. Soon Lisa will claim that the doll can talk, and this is just the beginning of your nightmare. Can the doll be really possessed as Lisa claims? If you are stuck, you can see our Facebook post about how to get the good ending. I ain't worried about getting a good ending. I'm just playing. Hi, Wooly. How are you? I'm not worried about getting the good ending. Let's just play. The Doll. A single mother, as a single mother, you know how hard it is to look after a 13-year-old girl. Hard, but still joyful. Her presence gives you all the strength you need. Her name is Lisa. She's a shy girl. She doesn't talk much. You got divorced 3 years ago because he cheated on you with his secretary. Scum. Lisa misses her father, but you don't allow her to see him. She adores her father, but you think he's an asshole. I'm doing good, honey. You bought the rag doll from the local toy store. Not an expensive toy, nothing too fancy. Lisa might still like it. You know that expense doesn't make Lisa happier. The doll is a girl with big blue eyes and curly black hair. She has a wide grin that you call friendly. Her dress is red, matching her shoes. She also has eyebrows.
What?
The unnamed doll waits for her new owner in kid's bedroom. Poor writing there, but okay. You haven't brought Lisa home from school yet. It's Friday. Not a sunny day. The sky is covered with gray clouds. You're driving your car. Lisa sits on the next seat. The seat belt is worn tight. She looks from the window blankly without expression on her face. You remember that the math exam results are going to be announced today. It won't let me fix it.
Mom, that looks like a really cool.
How are the exam results? Were you able to make any friends today? I bought you a rag doll today. Let's see. That blank face means that it might not have gone too well. Lisa sighs and says, terrible. I am the 7th in class, not first like the previous exam. I know you were mad at me. I didn't study enough. Oh, I didn't get the answer. Can I go back? I accidentally hit my enter key. God damn it. She looks at you with a slight surprise. You always scolded her whenever she wasn't doing her best. Now you say it's okay, darling. She continues watching the cars pass by. You're driving your car. Lisa sits on the seat. The seat blink. Oh, okay. So it's going back. So I can ask. Okay. Uh, were you able to make any friends today? No, she says with a determined voice. They are just idiots. For example, they see the other classes in the school as enemies, as if they were an enemy nation with a different religion. I mean, it's still silly to be enemies because of race or religion. These morons in my class hate each other just because they're in different classes. Okay, go to bed. You're driving your car. Lisa sits on the seat. The seat belts are worn. Okay, I bought you a rag doll today. Oh, that's nice. Thank you, she says. There isn't any excitement in her voice. Hey, Fear. I appreciate that, Wooly. Thank you. Continue driving. You're finally home. The doll is in your bedroom, Lisa, you tell her. She climbs up the stairs slowly. Apparently, she isn't so excited about the doll. You follow her to the bedroom. She picks up the doll that's on her bed. I think I will think of a nice name, Lisa says, but I have got homework to do first. Play comes after study. My girl. All right, go study. So you leave Lisa alone in her room. You've got a lot of work to do anyways. Not only will you cook, but you also need to work on a novel's cover illustration as a freelance artist. The deadline is close, so you work hard nowadays. You are not so happy with your life. You force Lisa to study in order to have a better life than yours. You work all day and only break when you take I can't read. The only break you take is the dinner. You don't talk about anything during dinner with Lisa. Why it gotta be military time? That's like 11 o'clock, right? That's like yeah, like no, it's 10 o'clock. Um, bedtime for Lisa. You visit Lisa before she sleeps. She's in her pink polka dotted pajamas. She's holding the doll in her arms. Mom, I'm going to tell you something, but you won't believe. After a few seconds of silence, she speaks. The doll can speak. She told me her name is Anna. What? Impossible. Lisa explains. Anna says that she was nothing but a piece of light, a light that's drifting in absolute darkness, a weak light in the infinite darkness. Then she found life in this doll. She was waiting in the toy store for a friend, lonely, and today she found me. She says that she loves me. Don't be ridiculous. Dolls can't speak. I believe in you. We need to throw the doll away. I believe you. Keep the doll. And what did you tell her? Yeah, I see a lot of reading. Hi, Goku. Hey, Jay. Um, lots of reading. Uh, I wish there was some, like, if they did voiceover acting, that would be nice. What did you tell her? Lisa smiles, and I said that I will be her new friend and I will always love her. She continues, and then she told me that she was happy, happy like the times when she used to be an angel. Hey, don't be ridiculous. Dolls can't speak. Eh, I know it's, I know it is very silly, Mom. I think you will see. I am right soon. Anyways, good night. Because of all the hard work, you begin to feel tired and you go to bed. It doesn't take long for you to fall asleep. A few hours later, you wake up to the sounds coming from the outside. Oh, Lord. You hear hysterical laughters coming from the garden. They belong to a girl, specifically Lisa's. You stand up and look outside the window and you see Lisa standing and laughing in the garden under the pale moonlight. She is facing back. You can't see her face. Take your little ass to bed. I can't make it any smaller. Lisa, Lisa, you shout out, but she can't hear you or she doesn't care. Either way, she continues laughing and you've got nothing to do but wait, what? You have got nothing to do but go near her. All right. You climb down nervously, you wear your shoes and walk to the garden. Lisa doesn't react to your presence. You approach Lisa and put your hand on her shoulder. She turns her face to you. It's not Lisa's face. It's not even a human's face. It's the texture of the texture of the face is a gray rag. The eyes are quite big for a human, so is the wide smile. The voice changes. It doesn't belong a to it doesn't belong a girl now, but a demon. She stares at you and laughs. You wake up. It was a nightmare. You're all sweaty with terror. The next morning, the morning is already broke. You decided to check on Lisa. Lisa is sleeping peacefully, hugging Anna. Anna is now carrying that wide smile that annoys you now. But hey, it is normal. It would be terrible if the doll's face were different than how you bought it. You go to the kitchen to prepare a weekend breakfast. You usually make omelets with sausage on Saturday. You will repeat that habit today. I'm doing good. Getting a little annoyed with all the reading here. You are in the kitchen. You take the sausage and eggs from the fridge. You need to slice the sausage, so you open the drawer to pick up the meat knife. Something is wrong. The knife is not there. Search the knife. Search for the knife in the kitchen. You search the whole kitchen. No drawer. You search the whole kitchen. No drawer is not looked into. You even look into the fridge. No, the knife isn't there either. There is only one place you haven't checked, the garbage bin. You open the lid. Why would the knife be in the garbage? You couldn't find the knife inside the garbage bin. You searched the knife and everywhere possible, but it's in vain. So you decide to use another knife to prepare the omelet. You're babysitting two puppies. Oh, I want to see the puppies. After you have prepared the omelet, Lisa wakes up and joins you in the kitchen. You eat breakfast with her. She doesn't look so happy. There is an uneasiness in her face. Did Anna speak again today? She did not speak, but she kept changing her facial expression. Sometimes she looked so happy, sometimes not. She was frowning there with anger in her face. I couldn't understand her. She keeps eating her breakfast. It's strange, Mom. I have no idea where the meat knife went. Lisa sighed. This is Saturday, but okay, Mom. I will work hard and be better. Then she looked away. She might be hiding her thoughts. She's not much. She's not such a vocal girl. Is okay. That's the bottom, I guess. The breakfast is over. I need to study math, says Lisa, then climbs up to her room. You also need to work on the novel cover. You are both busy now. It's evening. As you work on the cover, you hear screams from Lisa's room. You rush to her room. You find Lisa standing and breathing in panic. Her arms are full of stitches. She did it, Lisa screams, showing her heavily wounded arms as blood leaks to the floor. She jumped and ran away. Lisa points to the open window. You look outside, you can't see any running dolls there, maybe because she ran away, or is it too dark outside, or is Lisa lying? I won't allow her to harm you, Lisa. You didn't believe me before. I hate you. She screams at you, not allowing you to hug her. After she calms down a bit, I want to stay alone. Leave me alone. So you let her stay alone in her room after closing the windows and locking the door. You make sure that no doll can trespass. You get into your own bedroom next to Lisa's room so you can hear her in case she needs you.
Are you okay?
I was not expecting that. It's been quiet the entire fucking time. How you gonna give me silence all this time and then throw some lightning at me? Yeah, I'm fine, Annabelle. Ooh. Sorry. It is 3 a.m. It's raining outside, lightning strikes and enlightens your dark bedroom. You haven't slept. You don't care about the freelance work you got. All these events make you too stressed to care about business. You see Lisa's silhouette at the door. She walks in. Lisa is holding something behind her back, but you can't see it. She approaches your bed, climbs it, and comes near you. Wow. With a sudden move, she stabs the meat knife in your belly. You never trusted me. She stabs you once again. You didn't allow me to live my childhood. She keeps stabbing your body with insanity. What? So my kid killed me? My kid killed me.
Yeah.
Their names are Mally and Shadow. Hey, LSB, welcome to the stream. Shout out to the four. My freaking kid killed me.
Whose type of kid would even do that?
I don't know. My kid killed me. Wow. I hate you, Mom. I hate you. These are the final words you hear as your own daughter repeatedly stabs you and commits Mara. What is that? Wait a minute. What is that word? I can't copy and paste. Wow. Any key. Wow. The end. There are two possible endings. And I guess I just got the bad ending. Wow. My kid killed me. At After Funeral. After Funeral is a modern gothic horror story that takes place 3 days after your son's burial. You receive messages in your computer. Those claim to be sent by your son's soul. He says that he wants to be with you once again, and he asks you to do a few things in order to be resurrected. Will you believe in these messages? Okay, next page.
That's the last page.
Ah. He said that's the devil's work.
Silly.
Marside? I don't know what that is.
That was the last page.
Oh, okay.
You're silly, Mommy.
Silly Annie.
Now can I watch TV?
It means murder of a mother by their son or die. Oh, gotcha. Thank you, LSB. That's insane. After funeral. You used to be a father. You used to be a father. It has been 3 days since your son, Jonathan White, was buried in a graveyard of the local church. He was 8 years old. He had golden hair and blue eyes, just like the beloved man in the Carpenter song, Close to You. Since your wife passed away, giving birth to Jonathan, and since he has been your everything, he was your angel, and now he's gone. He died in a snowy winter. He died on a snowy winter morning. You had gone to the market, leaving him alone at home. When you arrived home, you found Jonathan laying in bed, motionless. His face was covered with his pillow, choked. Police couldn't find any trace of trespassing. Wow. You clearly. They clearly remember the solemn moments of Jonathan's funeral. In fact, you try to forget, but the details are in front of your eyes and they won't go away. The priests had intoned psalms and prayers, though you are not familiar with, you are not so religious, while the lifeless body of your son laid in the church. His feet were turned to the east. He was wearing black suits and shiny shoes. His skin was pale. He was way too young for all this. You wished it was you lying there instead of him. Like the day Jonathan died, it was snowy. It was a snowy day in all of Ohio. There are 3 inches of snow outside. Why are they telling it in military time? I used to know military time, but I don't forgot. Um, you are a writer who has been on the writer's block. since that day. Your favorite word processor is open in the computer. The screen is blank and you haven't written anything for a long time. There are cigarette butts in your ashtray and your black hot coffee in a blue cup on your work table. You chain smoke and consume a lot of coffee nowadays. Chill. As you're sipping your coffee, the doorbell rings. Open the door. You open the door. It's Bob, your neighbor and friend. He has drunk beers and has barbecue with him for several. Wait, you had beers and had barbecue with him for several times. Bob is a nice guy. He is overweight and has short black hair and no facial hair. He wears a dark blue jacket and black beanie. Hey, how are you? I wanted to ask how have you been? I'm still depressed. I'm fine. Bob believes in your lie. It's good that you are doing better, fam. Fam? Everyone knows losing a kid is a hard process, but I'm sure you'll get over it. You are a strong man. Bob continues, I'm going to the market right now. Do you need anything? You remember that you're out of cigarettes. 2 p.m. Thank you, Jay. Uh, sure. I need some cigarettes. You need cigarettes. He puts his hand in his pocket and then pulls a pack of cigarettes. Maybe I am a bad friend for doing this, but anyways, take this. I'll buy myself another pack at the market. You take the pack that has 10 cigarettes inside and thank him. Okay, man, see you later. You say goodbye to Bob, too. Then he goes. You close the door and sit back on your work table. You look at the computer screen that should have been blank, but no, it's not blank. Something is written.
What?
Daddy, I miss you. Chill. Chill.
He's alive again.
Chill. No, he's not alive. What would legit be my reaction if I saw that?
Daddy.
I would probably think one of my other
coworkers.
I wouldn't have known what to think. I probably would have turned out of these choices, I probably would turn the computer off.
Turn the computer off. Turn the computer off.
Annabelle, can I help you? Hey, zombie. All right, bye.
Bye.
I don't know. I guess turn the computer off. You turn the computer, and the monitor goes black. Then nothing else appears on the screen. You don't find anything to write in your novel, so you don't need to turn on the computer once again. And yes, also the text disturbed you. You don't experience anything supernatural the rest of the day. At night, you take your sleeping pills and fall asleep. You are having a vivid dream. You see Jonathan in a garden with green grass and colorful flowers. He runs around with happiness and angels. There are white dressed angels around him. Everyone is smiling. You're not a part of this dream. Jonathan doesn't see you, but you are still content with seeing him happy in Eden. He's always been a benevolent boy. After all, he deserved to go to heaven. Another fucking ring at the door. You wake up to the sound of the doorbell's ring. You take a look at the clock. It's 10 a.m. You wear your slippers and open the door. It's Bob. Hello, I need to show you something. He holds a newspaper in his hand. There's anxiety on his face. You take the newspaper. It's Ohio's local newspaper. Another kid choked to death. Officers are investigating a curious case of repeated deaths of kids in the state. Yesterday night, a 6-year-old boy, Kevin Matson, was found dead in his bed by his parents. His face was covered with his pillow. What makes this interesting for officers is this is the 7th time a boy died this way this month in Ohio. Recently, 8-year-old Jonathan White was also died with a pillow on his face. Sheriff Wilcox states that he finds the recent events quite interesting. The end. There are 2 possible endings. Oh, so I bet if I hadn't turned off the computer. Dad, I miss you. But listen, Someone else is gonna die the same way I did. You have to go save them. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure.
Mom, you shouldn't have turned off the computer.
I shouldn't have turned off the computer, but I'm just being real.
There's the kid's head.
No, this is a different story. Reading this is making me sleepy. You are a king who is loved by his people. You have a serious problem, though. Your only child, Juliana, has an incurable disease and she is dying. You hear about a crystal skull which can cure illnesses and let you
Be free?
have visions.
Have vision.
It is also brought to your palace. It is brought to your palace from the continent of America. But your man warns you that the skull might be cursed. Will the crystal skull bring health to the princess or doom? Shout out to the 3. Crystal skull. Being a king is hard. Being a good king is even harder. You know this well as the sole ruler of a European kingdom in the age when America was discovered. Oh, so we going back. Yeah, we going back. It has been 25 years since you ascended the throne. Your subjects are content with your rule. Your country is in peace and the people are wealthy, but there is something wrong with your life. Why are you in the shot? Why do I see you right here?
Mom, can I watch TV?
Wait till Jasmine's done.
Jasmine, hurry up. I want to watch TV.
I want to move this. I feel like you guys can't see, might not be able to see. So we're going to do that. Lock it back. Sorry, I just wanted to make that change real quick. All right. You have been informed about a miraculous artifact unearthed in the continent of America. It is a human skull made of crystal. It amazes the scholars because no method is known to carve up such an excellent shape of a skull out of crystal. The skull doesn't belong to the world that you know, but an ancient civilization lost long ago. What amazes the scholars is not just the impossible creation. The skull is told to bring miracles to whom it touches with their bare hands. Some people tell that they saw visions from the future. Some tell that they saw how the human race was originated. And some tell that the skull can cure their illnesses whose couldn't be cured with the medicine available in your era. Naturally, you order the best men to bring the miraculous skull to the palace. It's midnight now. You are in Juliana's chamber. She is lying in her bed holding your hand as she sits by her bed. No candles are lit inside. Full moon enlightens the princess's chamber, shining on her long blonde hair and blue eyes. She is too weak. Her skin is pale. She has under eye bags showing her illness. She's already suffered the loss of your wife 10 years ago. Now you can't stand seeing your only daughter die.
Mom, instead I can be on the top instead of our
Sure, Belle. You can't stand seeing your only daughter slowly die. Juliana asks you for a soft voice, or with a soft voice. Father, am I gonna die? Eventually, yes. She sighs. It is so sad. I am a princess with ambitions, ambitious to become a ruler, and it is certainly not about personal gain. I want to continue what you do. I want to be a fair ruler and make our people happy, she continues. But I think this is life. Death conquers all. They killing me with all the silence and then a random knock or a doorbell or thunder and lightning. Like they're killing me. Um The door of the chamber is knocked on. The servants generally don't disturb the royal family at night, so this must be important. The door of the chamber is knocked on. The servants generally don't. Oh, did I just. Oh, I gotta pick. I guess come in. A brunette boy, one of your servants, gets inside the chamber with politeness. He looks at you and says, "Your Majesty, the artifact has been brought. You had been waiting for this moment for a long time." Isn't that kind of the same thing? Go to the artifact, you kiss her forehead, I will come back. Like you're leaving, basically. It's kind of the same thing. I'm just saying. Go to the artifact. At the exit of Juliana's chamber, you see Sir William, one of the knights who. Of the knights, those were appointed to the task of bringing the ancient skull. He is a strong man with black hair and a round beard. He wears gloves and holds a bag. "Your Majesty," he says, and kneels before you. Signal him to stand up. Let's go to the study. Okay. Sir William follows you as you walk to your chamber study. The chamber is well lit with silver candelabrum. All the furniture is classy. It's a king's study after all. There's only one chair. It's for you. You sit on it. Sir William stands by you and slowly pulls the artifact from the bag. You push the books on the study desk to open space for the artifact. "Here it is," he says, and gently puts the crystal skull on the study desk. The skull is truly a masterpiece. It is crafted by humans. All the details of the human skulls are imprinted with care. Lights coming from the candles are refracted inside the crystal, gaining various colors of the rainbow. It is magnificent, but you sense something sinister, something that doesn't belong to this world. Um, did you knights touch the skull? Yes, we touched the skull with our bare hands, and yes, we have visions. We took glances from our future. They some of us saw how they will die. Some of us saw our grandchildren, he continues, but maybe we shouldn't have touched the skull. The day we were about to leave, a native man came to us. He looked like the chief of his tribe. He knew little of our language, but he shouted some words that we could understand. "Cursed, no touch." So we haven't touched the skull with our bare hands again. I know that our princess needs to find a cure. I also know that we receive reliable information about the magical powers of the skull when it comes to incurable diseases, but Your Majesty, I've got a bad feeling about this skull. I believe that the wise decision is to throw the skull into the sea. Just because I know something is going to go left if I take this skull to her. Let's do it. I'm glad you agree with me, Your Majesty. So he packs the skull back into the bag. You two get outside the palace and get on your horses to ride to the docks. Something's going to go left. When you reach the docks, Sir William finds stones and fills the bag with it. He then throws the bag, your only hope for carrying Juliana to the bottom of the dark sea. I know how hard this must be, but maybe it's for the best for all of us. I hope that he is right. Three endings. Ooh, all this reading. Evil beneath the ground. I kind of want to do this one again. Let's see. I want to see what happens. Woo! Jesus. As you are about to touch the skull, Sir William holds your hand and prevents you from touching it. Your Majesty, I think I need to tell you something about the skull before you touch it. The day we were about to leave, blah, blah, blah. Okay, the nice size, as you wish, Your Majesty, but if you're going to bring the skull to her, I wish you would wear gloves. Touch it with bare hands. You ignore the knight's You ignore the night stress, go bare hand, and instantly find yourself in a vision. In your vision, you are in the middle of a ritual. There are about 100 naked humans around you, forming a circle whose center is you. They're all prostrating. There's some them. They're doing what? Worshiping you. It's nighttime. The plain area is enlightened with torches and stars. You see a stepped pyramid nearby. It's made of huge stone blocks. You realize that you are the crystal skull. You can't see yourself, but you are completely aware of what you are. These naked people are worshiping you, the crystal skull. Then the vision changes. Now it's not night, it's morning. It is raining like hell. There's a huge flood. Unclothed, red skinned humans scream and get drowned because of the disastrous torrent. And you, as the skull, drift away. You open your eyes and turn back to who you really are, a good king. Sir William looks at you. And you thank Sir William for his services and let him go. You carry the skull to Juliana's chamber. You enter her chamber and see that she hasn't slept. She rises up, sits in her bed, and she looks at the skull in awe. It looks marvelous and scary, she says. You approach Juliana and let her touch the skull. She holds the skull, wraps her hands around it. Nothing happens. Is something supposed to happen? She then gives the skull back. She then continues, let's wait for tomorrow morning. Maybe it'll show its effects then. So you decide to leave Juliana alone and let her sleep. The skull will be staying in your chamber. After this tiring day, you go to your chamber. There are no guards at your door. You just trust everybody in the palace. You are a love king. The furniture is luxurious in the chamber, too. You take a glance at your reflection in the mirror. You take pride in how you look. You are a middle aged man. You still look as handsome as you were young. Your looks are an important factor that makes you a charismatic leader, besides being fair and wise. You wear your nightgown and get into bed. It is a bed for two people, but you haven't slept with anyone since your wife passed away. Hey, James. We're having story time. You wake up in the morning, something is wrong. You can't move your arms, and not only your arms, you can't move any part of your body. You're paralyzed. You then suddenly your body starts to move involuntarily. It stands up without your consent. Your feet bring you to the mirror. You see your face in the mirror. You are terrified, but there is a grin on your face. You are no longer in control of your body. You are merely a bystander of what it does. It brings you to the throne room with confident steps. Soldiers salute you. To be exact, as you enter, it sits on the throne and shouts with your voice, "Bring me my daughter." You watch the guards accompanying Juliana as she comes into your presence. It shouts, "I don't want her to suffer anymore." Kill her? Wow. Juliana is shocked. What? Father, please. She is not the only one surprised in the room. Everybody looks at each other with shock. It shouts, "You heard your king. Execute her." You try to shout, but your screams are buried inside the head of the king. Juliana gets on her knees and cries in despair, but it is in vain. Two masked decapitators come into your presence. One holds the crying blonde girl, the other one holds the sword. You can do nothing but watch your precious daughter get decapitated. Her head falls down and rolls to the throne. Floor gets filled with her blood. Days pass. It continues to control your body. You moan for your daughter inside the body that was once belonged to you. You watch it rule your country with an iron fist. It orders all churches be burnt and priests be hanged. Of course, your people uprise against the new king. It suppresses the revolt with violence. Everyone who stood against the king gets tortured. Eyes get poked, skins are flayed. Soon it orders people to worship it as a deity. The God King declares war against other countries. It doesn't take long for the other countries to form an alliance against the God King. In a faithful battle in your capital, the God King loses his horse. The evil king gets killed while desperately searching for a horse, and this is how your soul forever, or this is how your soul finally breaks free to heaven to see your family once again. Wow. Okay. Hey, Mike. Back. You are a Goth University student with no friends. You join a school field trip to a lake and the forest near it. If you decide to wander into the forest at night, you will find bare footprints. Those are coming from a black hole with a ladder. Will you descend down? All right. Evil beneath the ground. Got some hairy legs there, buddy. You are a young university student who identifies as a goth. You are a lonely person. People think that you want to be alone, but in fact, you couldn't find anyone you felt affinity. Everyone is so distant from you. Nobody you know listens to the music that you love, like Bahamas, This Mortal Coil, The Sisters of Mercy, etc. You heard a university field trip to the lake and the forest around it in autumn. There will be also a picnic. Also, drinks or alcohol is permitted. You could bring your own drinks. You join the field trip. Not only maybe you join the field trip. Not only maybe you could make some new friends, but you could also love the nature, especially when it's cold. But you also love the nature. But of course, you couldn't make any new friends once again. During the 2 hours of the bus travel, you found that every other student who joined the trip were already friends. They simply ignored you, but you didn't approach them. As a result, all you could do during the bus trip was looking outside the window or play games on your phone while you listen to their joyful laughters. I know, Goku. I'm sorry. What kind of weird game is this? It's called Interactive Horror Stories. I thought it was going to be voice acted. I didn't think that I would be doing all the reading. Uh I kind of want to say fuck it at this point and scrap it. I think I might go back to Steam and suggest that whoever made this game that I suggest that they put some voice acting into it, cuz I'm sitting up here about to fall asleep. I'm about to take me a nap right damn now. I like reading. Obviously, I'm a good reader, but I like this is a lot of stories. Like this is a lot of stories. One, two, three more still to go. I think I'm about to wrap this up because this is kind of silly. Uh, First bad PC game. I think I'm gonna end it here, guys. I'm coming back later. I'm coming back with Kakarot again because after this I need some action. But I appreciate the few people that stopped by showing love and support to me. I appreciate it, guys, very much. Thank you. I think I'm gonna end the stream because this is just too much or not enough. There should be some voice acting on here. But I'll see you guys later. Bye.